Hello everyone, welcome to the first presentation video of Harper's Cabin. I know you guys are a little bit worried about the length of the video, but trust me, in this video there will be certain checkpoints which will indicate when to stop seeing the video and when to resume seeing the video. It may take 2 to 3 times for you to watch the entire video or even 2 to 3 days, but trust me, if you follow those specific points, then it will be easier for you to understand everything. I hope you enjoy this video, but first, if you are not subscribed in this channel, then hit the subscribe button below. So let's start with our first presentation video. What do you think this video will be upon? There it is, drones. What comes in your mind when you hear the term drone? Well, that 4-propellered thingy that flies around here and there, which you have seen in many movies, and they are being used in various purposes, like they are being used for transporting delivery items now from online stores. Isn't it so? Here the movie, Three Idiots, the inspiration for all of us. I mean, all of you have seen this movie, right? So you have seen the drone there, how he made it and how he used it as a surveillance. Isn't it great? But hold on a second. It's a quadcopter, not a drone. If you carefully notice this picture, then you can see it has 4 propellers, which makes it a quadcopter. But many people call it a drone as well as a quadcopter. So what's the correct term? Is it a quadcopter or a drone? To me, I will say it is a quadcopter. The correct term is a quadcopter. But it falls under the category of drones. So what is a drone? What is the difference between quadcopter and a drone? Why is this thing called a quadcopter and not a drone? Let's find out. Let's first see what a drone is. A drone is an unmanned vehicle which can move in land, water, or air. It can be controlled by human by remote or through any autonomous medium, or maybe artificial intelligence in future. Well, there are some drones which are being controlled by artificial intelligence in real life. I mean in the present scenario. So let's check it out. Here you can see drones are being classified into 3 types. UAV, Unmanned Aerial Vehicle. The drone you saw in 3 Idiots, or the quadcopter to be specific, is a UAV or Unmanned Aerial Vehicle. If you buy a toy helicopter, a toy remote control helicopter, that's a type of UAV, Unmanned Aerial Vehicle too, because you are not sitting in that helicopter and flying it, whereas you are flying it with the help of a remote, but you are in your ground level. Similarly, UGV, Unmanned Ground Vehicle. It can be a remote control car to big tanks which are being used by military, but they are controlled by remote controlling systems from a base station. Similarly, UWV or Unmanned Water Vehicles are certain types of robots. They are not usually vehicles, but they are robots which are used to inspect or work in the water under the water level without any human intervention. I mean, people have to control the robot from the ground level. So let's hop in to know much more about UAV, UGV and UWV. Here we start with UAV first. What is a UAV, Unmanned Aerial Vehicle? As you can see, these planes, wow, they are very smooth and shiny. And they have some weapons. Well, these are the military grade UAVs which are used by US military in war or in any type of tactic missions. So let's talk more about UAVs. What an UAV is, what are the works of an UAV, and also in my upcoming videos I will be showing how to make an UAV too. UAV or unmanned aerial vehicles are used for taking rapid actions or rapid surveillance over any type of area, over any area where inspection from ground level is not possible. Now you may ask why we are sending UAVs and not an aeroplane or a jet plane or a fighter plane itself. Well, if you consider in some cases where you want safety of the pilot but not of the property, then UAV is used. In some places where you have to inspect carefully without any sound and without being physically visible, and also you have to move very slowly, as slow as a snail in the air, then you have to use a quadcopter type UAV, which is very slow, very small, and also stealth. Now let's see what are the functions of UAV. Surveillance. These are the aeroplane UAVs which are used for surveillance. I hope you can see the camera below. This type of planes have a very good speed, as well as its flight durability is also very nice. Seeing the wingspan of the plane, you can tell that its gliding efficiency is also wonderful, and it can change its directions very easily without any problem. These planes can be used for high altitude surveillance. Even if it is discovered, then it can move very fast to evade from any enemy targets. In military, as you can see, there's US military news, the same symbol of US military. These drones are not new. These are being used for ages by US military. You can see in front there is a camera, and in the back there is a big propeller. These drones are very fast, stealth, and can drop missiles perfectly at the target. They are being used by US military for years, and also other countries have started using this type of military drones. The propeller at the back of the drone makes the drone more efficient for flying. Well, if you think that the size of the drone is very small, then you are mistaken. The size of the drone is large enough to take a man in its cockpit area. I mean the area above the camera. But the entire drone seems to be very small. Small scale surveillance. Remember where I said about the snail speed of surveillance? Here comes the quadcopters for small scale surveillance. Like suppose you are following a particular man and he is walking down the alley. For there, the aeroplane surveillance is impossible, as it has to rotate continuously over that person like a bird, and it may have a chance to be notified. But this drone is a small, stealth and sneaky, and it can move silently and very slowly behind the person. Professional uses. This drone is a DJI Phantom. It is the best professional drone model in the world and the most stable drone model in the world. These are used for filming, shooting purposes. I mean not that shooting with gun, but for film video shooting. DJI is the Chinese company which started making cameras first, but later they made a drone with camera model, and it became so popular that they changed their trend from the camera to the drone, and now they are expert in making drones. DJI drone provides the topmost quality of drones in the world. Here you can see the camera is hanging down with a gimbal. The gimbal can provide a free gyroscopic control over the drone. Even if the drone swings left or right, the camera won't swing at all. It will remain at that fixed position. And this type of drones have a storm-proof facility. There may be a very gust of wind over it, but it won't affect the movement of the drone at all. The drone can withstand its position even in the storm. This type of professional drones also have a chasing quality. That means it can chase a particular object at a very high speed, even more than 50 km per hour speed. Most of the sea beach or the mountain shooting videos that you can see in the movies are being made by the help of professional drones. So we have talked a lot about UAVs or unmanned aerial vehicles, or what you commonly call drones. Here we have seen what are quadcopters, how quadcopters are being used, how aeroplanes are being used. So we have come to our first break. In my upcoming videos, I will be posting a tutorial of how to make a quadcopter easily at home. I know most of you are bored at home now, and so I know you guys must be thinking it's a little bit costly, and yes, it's costly for not only for you guys but also for me too. I'll try my level best to find some cheap mediums and suggest you guys how to make it so that you guys can make a quadcopter at your home in a cheap rate too. So finally we have reached our first break. Welcome to the second part of this video. Here we are going to talk about UGV or unmanned ground vehicles. Just like in my last part, or UAV, the drones uses air as their transport medium. Here the drones will be using ground as their transport medium. It's just like a remote control car only. As you can see in this picture, it's nothing but a four-wheel vehicle with a camera on its head and a big duck-tailed antenna. Isn't it so simple? Like, if you see the thing, it's nothing but four wheels which has motors inside, a simple chassis, a camera and an antenna. Yeah, it's very simple. I mean, this is the cheapest and the best thing to make at home. Isn't it so? Well, in my upcoming videos, I will be showing that too. So let's start. What are the functions of UGV? Tractors. I know most of you don't know about this tractors, but this is not only a remote controlled UGV thing, but also it is controlled autonomously and using a medium of IoT. You just give certain instructions to the tractor and it will do everything on its own. These tractors are from the CNH brand. It is the leading and the best tractors I have ever seen. Like literally I have ever seen. It comes with a big set. They have a facility to auto fuel themselves. If they see that their fuel is running off, they calculate how much far they can go and they immediately go back to their shed and fuel up themselves. They have automatic rain protection system where they can predict when rain is going to happen and at what time they have to shed themselves. Provided with auto detection facilities, it can detect movement of any living or non-living objects in front of it and drive itself through any obstacles if it finds. I remember I was doing a project on Industry 4.0 and at that time I was searching for certain examples where I found the example of this CNH tractors and I just started reading about it. It took me 2 nights to read the entire documents about this CNH and I was like, wow, what a beautiful tractor. I'm not much of a farm guy or I'm not interested in agriculture, but well, if I have a chance to own cars, then I will be keeping this tractor in my garage. Yeah, I love it. As you have seen, US military UAVs, so you must see Bharat Forge military UGV. This is the same, just a smaller version of tank, which is controlled via remote. It has a gun and a camera and sensors in front of it. It's pretty much simple, isn't it? There's a header in over it, which can move at any direction and move the gun barrel at any direction wherever the user wants it to. The cameras and sensors will detect everything and will fire. Mine surveillance bot. The mine surveillance bot are able to go deep inside the mines and check whether the walls of the mines are okay or not. Yeah, it's very problematic if a human goes to find what's inside the mine, whether everything is okay or not, and suddenly the ceiling breaks off, falls on him. He dies there. Mine surveillance robots just sent instead of human beings, so that they can inspect everything, is everything is okay or not, and even the ceilings are intact or not. Even if the ceilings breaks on them, they are strong enough to resist the movement and come out of the troubles. I hope the trouble is not dangerous enough to smash the entire vehicle into pieces. Now, let's come to the patrolling bots. This bot is a new type of bot which is being used in this COVID situations during the lockdown. This is nothing but a small patrolling car with a camera and siren on top of it. The camera will be inspecting whether everyone is inside the home or not, and it is being controlled remotely from obviously the police department or the police headquarters of that respective region. Well, this is a good idea for like checking whether people are safe or not, people are maintaining things or not, like people are following the laws and orders of the quarantine or not. Now, for the delivery. Well, in Japan, this delivery robot is a very common type of robot which is being used. The delivery robot is just like an online food delivery system. Well, there's nothing much more special about it. It's just a thing that carries the food safely to you. And that's it. We have lamented over several UGVs, but I can't end the UGV session without the rovers or the Mars rovers. These are nothing but the Mars rover is sent to the Mars so that it can like travel to various places over the entire planet and scan its weather data, water data, humidities, and every chemical substances what are present, what are not, and various types of high-ended things which are beyond my scope because I don't know much about the Mars rover or I don't know much about space technologies. But still, this one gives an interesting vibe, isn't it so? See, this Mars rover is a type of all-terrain bot or an all-terrain unmanned vehicle which can move on any type of rough surface. Isn't it cool? So in my upcoming video, I will be teaching you not to make a Mars rover, but an all-terrain unmanned ground vehicle which you can pretty much control from your room and see it moving outside your house. You can even add a camera if you want so that you can record what's happening outside the house. And with that, we reach to our second break. That is the end of the second part of this video. Welcome to the third part of the video, which starts with the UWV or unmanned water bots or unmanned water vehicles. UWV or the unmanned water vehicle is that part which are not much being checked by commoners like us, but this type of vehicles hold an important part of every living beings. Like they are responsible for observing every activities that's happening underwater where humans can't reach either. Do certain research and observe certain things which human beings can't do physically present there. So let's see the works of UWV. Surveillance, yeah, surveillance is the most common thing which everyone wants to do. This ranger bot is a surveillance bot, and as you can see, it's surveying over the coral reef. It's nothing but the same submarine technology which uses propellers behind, and there's an air pressure chamber which creates air or removes air from the bot so that it can move up or down. Wow, a jellyfish bot. It looks so much like a cotton candy or a toy, or a thing made of plastic. To be honest, it's a jellyfish robot. It looks like a jellyfish. It's soft like a jellyfish. It moves like a jellyfish. But the thing is that it's a robot. It's an unmanned vehicle. They are used for inspection over certain jellyfishes or they are used for inspection over rare species of jellyfish. Since this jellyfish bots looks like one of them, they can easily blend within and just observe them from close nature. Isn't it cool? A jellyfish bot? Well, this is out of my dream to make a jellyfish bot. But listen, guys, if I ever get any opportunity, I'll be making one. Wow, we came to know about a new type of robot here. So let's move to our next slide. Killing harmful fishes. This is nothing but a robot with a weapon in front. It must be a gun or something with a poison which are used for killing harmful fishes near the shores, or even killing those type of fishes which are feeding upon the rare species of any plants and animals underwater. Even this type of robots are used for killing some underwater plants which are decreasing the oxygen level of the ocean and also increasing toxicity of the ocean. Next we go to the explorer. Wait, you can see a humanoid here, right? I'm not joking. Explorer is a humanoid type of robot that is made solely for the underwater purpose. It's nothing but a mimic of a diver itself. The human on the ground level is wearing all the gears and he is experiencing the same thing that the robot is experiencing. The user controls the robot to go deep down inside the ocean and crawl up or pick up things or have a humanly experience and do all the humanly job to find any treasure or any species or any rocks or any material from the ocean floor. Explorer robots are made with certain autonomous and artificial intelligence technology so that they can work on their own in emergency situations where a human being cannot control itself. Next we come to the inspection robot. Okay, now this one looks like a fish with the mouth of a lizard, a blue in color, and it's moving inside the pipe. Let's talk straight. Let's talk straight. The inspection robot is nothing but a fish type of robot which are used to inspect whether there is a blockade inside the pipe or not. Its eyes don't have any camera, but in the front part of its head there is a camera which is used to see everything what's inside the pipe. Like literally, it's impossible to open a pipe which has water filled inside it. Isn't it so? Like you are trying to open the pipe and all the water comes out gushing on you like whoosh, and you are all drenched. Inspection robots are like the size of our finger and they can go for any smaller to larger range of pipes. Isn't it cool? But I know most of you didn't knew about this type of inspection robot or even about the explorer or the jellyfish robot, right? Yeah, trust me, even I didn't. But now I do, and also you guys do. After this comes the tank floor or the pool floor clearing robot. It's nothing but a common UGV with a vacuum cleaner in front of it. And it has the same work functions like the UGV, only the vacuum cleaner is used to clean the pool or the tank's floor. There's nothing much impressive or new about it except the vacuum cleaner. But yeah, if you guys are up to making this type of robot, then I will be preferring that you must make it fully waterproof, or else I know what the consequence is whenever it touches any electronic part. So I hope you guys liked about this UWVs, right? In the comment section you may write about which robot you want me to make. Please don't tell about the explorer thing because literally that took me to my nerves. Jellyfish bot is kinda cute. Surveillance one can be made. And this pool tank floor clearing, yeah. I'll be making that one. But well, let me know which one you want me to make. Okay, so here we come to the end of the video. Hope you like the entire presentation. I mean all the three parts, the UAV, UGV and UWV part. And hit the like button, subscribe the channel if you are new to it, and share the video to all the people, all the tech lovers whom you think like they would be impressed whether knowing the new things whatever I am trying to cover. And also in my upcoming videos I will be showing you guys how to make a UAV, UGV. Not much sure about the UWV though, but still I will be trying to make one. So have a good day ahead, and thank you for seeing the video.